Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? It's just getting crazier out there. And I know I'm a weirdo because I love every second of it. How are you guys doing? Are you keeping strong, remembering your faith, remembering to trust God, wading through the storm, all of that kind of fun stuff? I sure hope so. Okay, you guys. So before we get started, I'll just quickly go over the basics. So most of you know it, but in case you're new here, my name's Tracy Horsman. I'm a psychic medium. I communicate with people that have passed away, spiritual intuitive. I can read the energies that are around you, the vibrational energies that are around you. And these are the live readings with the THM Club. So the THM Club, you can find all the information about it, all the perks. Somebody gets a live reading or a free reading once a month from that club, and they can call in once a month for the live readings, or I call you, I guess, is how it's turned out. And you get one message every single month as a live message. And it's only $15 a month. So it is affordable for everybody. And my goal doing this is so that everybody has access to this type of spiritual healing. That's very important to me. So I work really hard at making sure that this is affordable for everybody, which is why you guys, guess what? Guess what? Hold on a second. I'm just going to pause here for 1 second because I'm seeing that we lost some people and I don't know if I'm even still live. Technology is not my strong suit. And I don't want to make these announcements until I know that everybody is here. So isn't this interesting? I think they just cut the feed. Weird, you guys. So I'm just going to keep talking for a minute while I check on my Facebook feed. If you guys can actually get on here. I've never seen that happen before. I think it just literally kicked everybody off, didn't it? Oh, yay, we're coming back. Okay. So let me just quickly get into this. Okay, guys, please do not be afraid by what's going on in the world around you. I've been telling you guys a lot of kooky, weird stuff for the whole year, I know, but now is where that big red pill is coming, you guys. So if it was too hard for you to believe before, you're going to getting mass doses of truth pushed at you over the next couple of weeks. My meditations lately have been off the charts. The information that has been coming through, my ability to connect with spirit has been clearer than it has ever been, ever. And I know this. When I asked God, I said, okay, God, it looks really rough out there. A lot of people think that the old guy's getting in and they're really scared right now. And the answer I got was, oh, my dear, it is always the darkest right before the dawn. And it's very true, actually, because I remember reading about a scientific principle, which I can't remember it, but when I was researching all this science stuff about all of this a while back, and that's exactly what it talks about, is that the chaos in your world, the momentum of chaos sometimes appears that it is getting ramped up to its peak right before it breaks, right before the dawn, right before the light comes pouring in. And I know there is a number of people right now that are feeling that pressure, that your lives just feel like they're breaking apart at the seams. And so I just want to remind you guys all that this is the time that the world is splitting. The only way I can describe this to you is the world is splitting into two. The old world is doubt and fear and negativity and feeling alone. And the new world, the fifth dimensional world, is love, connection, peace, togetherness, cooperation, all of that kind of stuff. And the fifth dimensional, non-physical, vibrational realities. So our loved ones, our angels, our guides, I call them ET friends, although they don't like being called extraterrestrial, I'll tell you that. I don't know what word they want me to use, but I know every time I call them that, they like cringe, like I'm calling them a bad name. But so anyway, all of our non-physical, see, I'm getting distracted now. All of our non-physical energies are just waiting to help you guys. So if you've got some problems and you got some stresses going on in your life, you can't get out of that hole by yourself. And so they're just going to keep getting worse until you get on your knees or you fold your hands and you say, God, give me some help. Stop talking about and thinking about what is in your way and start talking about, thinking about, and asking for help for where you want to go, because you have to create it vibrationally before you can get it into your world in a physical way. And if you have no idea where you want to go, then how the heck are you going to get there? I promise you, God will show up for you guys. He will meet you halfway. You know what? He showed up for me and for all of us, actually. A number of you have been praying for a while that you've been asking me for the group readings that we did, right? Because I used to do these group readings where they were very cheap for everybody, $30, $40 a person. And I limit it to only, at that time, like before, it was only 50 people. Because again, it's very important to me that I make this accessible for as many people as possible. This type of spiritual healing, and people, I think, with not bragging, but people with my skill level, oftentimes in my past, when I was looking for help, I found that they took advantage of people that were needing help. So I have made it my goal and worked really hard over the last number of years to bring this type of healing to everybody for very low cost. So guess what, you guys? Those group readings that we used to hold, oh, they're coming back. But they're coming back bigger and better than ever, because the THM Center that I've been telling you and dreaming about for a while, it's going to be up this spring. Can you believe that? This spring? We were looking at properties and everything already. It's going way faster than I thought it would be. But this means, you guys, that we're going to be able to do group readings twice a week. I'm going to be able to bring in, I'm going to have a bunch of drums and we're going to do drum circles. You guys, I'm going to do an open mic night. Do you know what that is? So many of you and so many people around the world, their senses are waking up and we don't know how to use them, right? We need practice. That's kind of actually how I got into doing live readings in the first place, was I just wanted to practice. And you have to have people that you don't know. You can't practice on people that you know, because then you can't tell the difference. Is this what I'm seeing from spirit, or is this my memory? Right? So you need people that you don't know. So I'm going to have an open mic night at my center, and you guys can come, and for a very small fee, everybody will be able to come, break into little groups and practice with each other. And it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. And so much more. There's another little business that's going in there. I don't want to give away all the details, but it is going to be amazing, off the charts, you guys. And for all of my members, we are going to have a special housewarming party before the grand opening. So anybody who's a member, all of my clients that have been with me since the beginning of this journey, you guys, we're throwing a big old party when that's built, and it's going to be awesome. So, so anyway. All right. So my list here, right. Messages. I wanted to also let you guys know that recently I had a huge influx of messages between my email and so my personal email, my Facebook, my business Facebook, my private Facebook, my Instagram. There's messages coming at me from every direction, you guys. I counted them this morning. There was 38. I know I need to hire a receptionist, but please bear with me, you guys, because I'm moving in 2 weeks, building the THM Center, full-time mom, running a full-time business. So I know it's taken me a little bit to get back to you, but that's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm not even going to pack yet. I'm starting that next week. This week, I'm getting caught up on all my messages. Okay. And one more thing. Chris Mooey, if you're watching, I think that's your name. I think that's your name, sweetie. In my tarot readings last Tuesday, when we were doing the tarot readings, I went and read the comments after, and he's like, you missed me. I put your name in the comments and I totally skipped over you, hon. I'm so sorry. So I want you to hopefully write, I know you liked and shared this again. So write there a question for me so that I can go a little more in depth for you to make up for missing you last time. Okay, you guys, we got a full list. I'm going to shut up now, and we are just going to get right into this. All right, so first things first, I am going to Laura, who is somebody's guest, but because you see this list, it's very long. I don't remember who's guest. I don't think it matters. I don't think she cares. I think she just wants her messages. So let's see. Who was it? Oh, see, I get my mind into spirit, and then I don't have my own thoughts anymore.
Hello?
Hi, is this Laura?
This is.
Hi, Laura. It's Tracy calling.
Hello.
Hi. I can't remember who gifted you the reading.
Michelle.
There we go. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. You know you're live right now, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. I gave a reading once recently to somebody, and in the middle of the reading, I'm like, she was swearing, and I'm like, shh, you're live. And she's like, what? And then she was freaking out. So now I make sure to
keep it clean.
There we go. Oh, well, you've got some great energy, Laura. That's awesome.
Oh,
okay, let's do this. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I like to start with a connecting exercise. Oh, you've watched me before, hey?
Yeah, I have.
Because I can feel whoever this lady is over here, she's like, she knows, just go. That's so funny. Okay, both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes, and then when I'm done talking, I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me, and give me a minute to focus. Interesting. Okay, so Laura, first of all, okay, so you're familiar with my term, the puzzle dump, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because there's a lot of information coming through. Okay, so I'm getting, I feel, okay, so first of all, the mother figure is here. I think it's a grandmother figure, to be honest with you, or it could even be great-grandmother, because she's going, what above? But she's bringing forward the person that's underneath of her. And the person that's underneath of her feels like they passed suddenly, unexpectedly, or traumatically, or before we think of as their time, which means they didn't live to be like 70 or 80, right?
No, yeah.
Who is this?
That's my fiance.
That's what I thought, because there's so much grief around this, right? Because that's why your grandmother's bringing him through, because she knows about the grief. There is a recentness around this passing. It feels like, was this like one or two? I don't know if this is 1 or 2 years, 1 or 2 months. How recently did he pass?
It's been like just about 13 months.
Oh, honey. Okay. He's absolutely okay. First of all, so I want you to take a deep breath. Because what I just felt is that all that tension of, is he even going to show up? Is he even going to show up? Is he even going to show up?
Yeah.
So first of all, let's take a breath, relax. He's here. Your grandmother, who loves you so much, by the way, is making sure that she brought him forward. He's taking deep breaths. I do feel some responsibility around his passing. He's taking some responsibility around either how this happened, where he was. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not feeling suicide, to be honest with you, but I do feel some kind of responsibility. Do you understand?
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Because he passed away from what's called liver failure.
I understand.
Which was caused by drinking.
And you know what? Then he shows me my symbol for the breaking of addiction and my symbol for pride. Did you stop drinking after he passed, honey?
Yeah, I did. Please
know that he knows that. And he is so extraordinarily proud of you. He just said that I didn't beat my chest hard enough. He wants me to do it like a gorilla. Like a gorilla, he said. I'm so... See, he's playing in my filter. I just caught myself. I just about made that a little colorful. Oh, no, I lost you there, hon. She laughed so hard she hung up on me. I'm going to give her a second. She's probably going to call back. Aw. Poor kid. That's how energy works, you guys. When you get like this big burst of energy, it like totally cuts you off. Hello?
My phone cut out somehow.
That's what I was just saying to everybody. That's how energy works, right? When you get a big burst of energy, it can cut out lights, it can disconnect phones, it can cause connection issues, all kinds of stuff. So when you laughed, he was so happy. What happened is you laughed and you released some of that negative energy, and your energy lifted a little bit, and he's just coming on so strong that it disconnected the phone.
Yeah, because it was weird because this morning I had a nap and I had really crazy vivid dreams and I couldn't find him. So it was really weird.
That's why he said that she thought she wasn't sure if I was going to show up because he couldn't find it. Aw.
Yeah.
You know that's your grief, right?
Yeah.
Because grief acts as a distortion in the energy, kind of like water acts as a distortion with sound. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is why, he's so grateful to Michelle. He's like, is it Michelle you said?
Yeah.
He's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All I know is the blonde. He's like kissing her cheek. He's thanking her. He's like overwhelmingly grateful. Do you have a child? I keep seeing a baby.
Yeah, we have a son. Yeah, he's 2.
Yeah, he's not. I was gonna say you said a son. I'm like, cause I'm seeing a like little one, little.
Yeah.
And he was a baby when he passed, right? He's really
was.
sorry that he left you in that position, and he's talking. He wants you to know that he's not going to leave you on this. You are not raising that child alone. He's just going to be helping you in the vibrational form now. But that does not mean that he can't help you. He can help you pull into what you need for your son. So I want you to think of him as, how do I explain that? I want you to think of him as like, I don't know how to explain that. I can see the analogy in my head, but the words aren't coming quick enough, and his energy is so fast. Basically, what he's saying is that tell me what you need and I will bring it to you. Don't tell me what you're frustrated at, because that will bring you what you're frustrated at. Your words are magic. That's why they call it spelling. So tell him what you need and then relax and watch him bring it to you. He's saying, slow this down. Well, that's weird. He's showing me baby shoes or kids' shoes, and he's like, holy cow, can you believe this? I don't know what this is. I feel like you're throwing them out. Does your son have really big feet? This is weird.
Yeah, he's a huge boy.
Like really big feet, right? Like, I feel like you bought shoes, he wore them once or twice and threw them out, and there's this feeling of like, can you freaking believe that?
Yeah.
See, that's him. There's no way I could know that. He knows that because he's still with you. He was there on the birthday. There's a birthday that happened right before, right after he passed. And I think it's your son's first birthday.
It was my daughter's birthday.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, her birthday's in February.
He said that's my daughter too. And I don't feel like there's a biological, is it he her stepfather?
Yeah, he was.
Because when you said my daughter, he got very protective of that. He's like, that's my daughter too, just so you know.
He was a great stepdad to both my daughters.
Oh, he loves them so much. He's with them. And I don't know what story time means. Talk about story time, he said.
They'd always make up really strange stories, the 3 of them. I don't know why.
Seriously? My kids used to do that too. My kids used to do that too. Oh, see, that's, you know what? Out of all the years I've ever been live, I don't think any spirit has ever said that before. And that's very specific detail to let you know he is still here.
Yeah.
He's talking about how I feel like there's somebody that is trying to come in your life and there's some confusion around this. And I feel like there's some guilt on, do I move forward? Do I not move forward? Do I move forward? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
He said that he wants you to know that, who do you think sent him to you?
Yeah.
He said
oh man.
He said you were too amazing to be alone, and that he knew what you wanted, and that he wants his children to have a father figure in their world. And he might have blown his chance because he took advantage of his body. And I feel like he did try to change, but it was too late.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was way too late.
He said the person that's coming in your world is going to be able to give you the life that you deserve that I couldn't give you. But please know that I'm still with you, and I'm still with the kids, and I'm watching over you in vibrational form. I'm watching over the kids. The baby still sees him and plays with him. Is your son named after him or middle name?
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Because that's what he said. He's like, he's my namesake, and I will be watching over him forever. And he's giving you his blessing to move forward, hun, because he wants you to be happy. He wants you guys to be okay. Slow that down. He goes, and goodness sake, we got the house. Let's do this. Let's do this. And I'm like, what are you doing? I feel like he's teasing you. He just told you to clean this place up.
Oh my God, that's so funny because you know what? My mom is right here right now cleaning my house.
Shush up.
That is insane. Yeah, I've been like, I don't know.
That's proof.
I haven't had the time, and I've been really overwhelmed with the house.
So you know what? He helped send your mom too.
That's insane. Yeah, that's
Do you understand? He's not dead. He knows what you need. Ask him for what you need and let him bring it into your world, sweetie.
Oh, wow. No one would know that.
That's pretty specific, and if it's right in you.
Really specific.
That's one of the things that I love about phone readings, right? Is that they start showing you things that I can't see. I wouldn't know. I've never met you before. All I know is your name's Laura. Aw, he's pulling his energy back, hon. I hope that was helpful.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Tracy.
Have a great rest of your day, hon.
You too, hon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
That's what I love about Spirit. This is what I love about my job. I have the best job in the whole world, you guys. Like, I swear. I can't see worth nothing. Let me tell you, I'm blind as a bat, but that's okay. I can talk to dead people. So there's that. All right, Sheila. Oh, I'm excited to talk to you, Sheila. You're a new member. I don't think I've read for you before. Let me just make sure I wrote your number down right. Don't say wrong. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello, is this Sheila?
This is. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Sheila. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Did you just get nervous, hon? I felt like I just about choked on my own heart.
I am so nervous with excitement.
Oh.
I'm not nervous about anything, but just excited to talk to you.
Aw. Well, you definitely have some people excited to talk to you because I'm not sure who they are, but there's more than one. I started getting very hot, and that's my sign when there's a lot of spirit showing up. And I don't even know who this is yet. I think it's a lady, but I just heard it took you enough time. It was about time. So I think they were at you to try to sign up for this for a while. That's interesting.
I've been feeling it. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, let's do this. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to put both feet flat on the floor. And then I want you to take a deep breath. Picturing that breath, start at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me a minute to focus. Okay, it's a mouthful, so here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to spit everything out at you, and then we'll go back and figure out how it fits, okay?
Okay.
Right away, I see two people step forward holding hands. That's my symbol that they were together or married here in the physical world. There's great relief at being reunited on the other side, so that usually means either one passed some time before the other. I should say if they're holding hands, that means they were married or together in the physical world. And the relief means either somebody passed some time ago or they were extremely in love and it was like torturous even one day apart. There's like huge relief going between the two of them. I hear daddy's hands, which is my symbol for father figure, or somebody who's on dad's side of the family. I can smell cigarette smoke and feel amusement about that at the same time.
Yep.
You're understanding this? Who are these people?
Yes. Well, it's not on my dad's side, but my mom's parents. And my grandfather was a huge smoker.
That's why I'm hearing daddy's hands. Grandma's blaming him. I'm smelling smoke like crazy, and she's turning up the volume for daddy's hands, going, it's him. And that's why I can feel the amusement. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, they're funny. Do you see that? Did one pass some time before the other one?
7 years.
Oh, and it was torture for them, wasn't it?
Yes.
Was it Grandpa that passed first?
No, Grandma.
The other way around? Man, and that's funny. She's funny. So give me a second because she's in my head so loud I can hardly talk straight. Because The reason why I thought she's like talking to him, not really talking to me, but she turned to him and she goes, that's because you smoke so bad. She thought you died first. You should have died first. She's like,
Yes.
so giving him a hard time about that. She's pissed, excuse my language, that it took him so long to catch up. Aww. Okay, so your grandfather, here we go. Slow this down. Again, I'm hearing daddy's hands, and this is around your mom, you said?
Yes.
He's like, I just keep feeling reassurance. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. He's taking deep breaths and he snaps his fingers, which is my symbol for sudden, unexpected, or we weren't expecting him to pass when he did. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't always mean that he dropped dead of like a heart attack or something. It can mean that we knew he was sick, but we didn't expect him to go exactly when he did. There's something rushed about it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's weird because as I'm saying this, I'm feeling people around my bed, but I'm feeling this hurry, hurry, hurry. Everybody hurry. I don't know how to explain this.
Yeah, he didn't, I mean, he was 94 and we knew he was going to pass.
Mm-hmm.
But I had spent 3 weeks on his bedside in the hospital, but then I had to go back to work, so I wasn't there when he died. And my mom told me that I wouldn't have time to get there. This was almost 30 years ago.
Do you understand? I can feel it like it was yesterday. Mm-hmm. Because everything you just said is basically what I said, that's how I felt it, but without having the clarity of your life. You know what I mean? Because that's what he said, he died quickly or unexpectedly when we weren't expecting it. I could feel that he was ill for some time. I felt somebody holding my hand. But he needs you to know that that was not an accident, okay? Because he said that if he had have passed while you were there, you would have been stuck with that thought in your head for the last 30 years. And he didn't want that for you. It was hard enough for you to see him deteriorate in that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. My mom was holding his hand.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's like, they were all there, though. Does it matter? I knew they were there. Interesting. Okay, so your mom is showing me the body scan, which is my symbol for more than one issue or pain throughout the body. And then she unzips her body and throws it on the ground like a wet bathing suit. That's usually my indication that our body slowed down, stopped working, or became very difficult for us to utilize. Do you understand that?
Yeah, she was sick for a long time too, my grandma.
I said mom, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Because they want to talk about mom. They want to talk about mom.
Mom is still here. And what you were saying makes sense about mom, but she's still here.
Yeah, that's okay, because they're talking about her. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm hearing mom, 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 and I'm seeing the body scan. And so your grandma's, it's interesting. She's the one talking about this because she identifies with how your mom is feeling right now. I also see a distance or space there. Is your mom a distance? Okay, wait, hold on. I see a distance or space, and then I see the heart going around that, and I see people coming closer, and I feel enormous gratitude. And then here's the thing. Remember when I said you have a lot of people on the other side? Mm-hmm. There's a huge amount of your mom's family that is stepping forward. I almost feel like she has more I feel like she has more family on that side than she almost does on this side. Mm-hmm. Slow this down. Is she a distance away from you right now?
She lives an hour away.
Because then they put the heart and pull you guys closer. So are you trying to figure out a way to get her closer? Or I feel like we're trying to do something with mom right now. And they're like, ask us. But I don't know what it is that you're needing help with.
Her health. Yeah. Figuring out her health.
Interesting. Hold on a second. I feel some confusion here. Is this mom? I'm not exactly. So I'm not sure if this is your grandmother communicating or if this is she's talking about the confusion with your mom. She might be trying to validate. Did your grandma have some dementia, Alzheimer's, confusion, and inability to communicate before she passed?
Yes, she had Alzheimer's for 7 years.
There we go. So that's what she's making me feel now. So what she said is, don't worry, we are watching over mom. She's like, I'm clear of mind over here again. I'm so clear. And that's again why she's so done with that old body. That would make sense why she's taking it off and throwing it. Do you know what I mean? And she wants to let you know that she's really grateful for the way that you have been trying to help mom. But she keeps emphasizing that heart. Now, the heart around two people usually indicates healing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Because she wants you to know that she's extraordinarily proud of you. Because what she just said in my head is that every story needs a hero. And every story needs somebody to be the bigger person. And I feel like at some point you were the bigger person in this story and you laid down your grievances or you just had developed a bunch of forgiveness and you have gotten way closer with mom. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Please know that they're so proud of you. Your grandma is like just grabbed you and did grandma gush. Oh my God, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then she's showing me the rose-colored glasses on the other side, which is my symbol for when they see things differently on that side than they did when they were here in the physical world. I don't know how to explain this. I feel like she's trying to be more involved. She's trying to be more, I don't know. She almost like she feels like she wasn't involved enough when she was here in the physical world. Does that make sense?
She was a very prim and proper little English lady who, my grandpa was the one who kind of did all the talking. She was beside him at all times and loved him, but he was the stronger personality.
That's why she's trying to show up for you now in ways that she wasn't able to when she was here. She said, so here's the thing, Sheila, is that there's somebody else here, and I'm not sure who this is. This is somebody who passed suddenly, unexpectedly, or traumatically. They're younger, though. They passed before we would think of as their time. And I feel like there's definitely some grief or some tragedy around this person because I didn't feel them until now. I could feel your grandparents really easy because you don't have as much grief, right? But I'm very well aware that this person is here now because your grandma just said we're bringing them through. I can't, but because of your grief level, I can't tell the soul or the sex of this person. I just can tell that because they have that much grief and the white lighters around them, that white lighters are beings of white light on the other side that help souls heal. So that tells me it was a tragedy or suicide, unexpected death, something like that. Do you understand?
I've lost some friends throughout the years, but it's all been quite some time ago. There's nothing recent.
This one feels jarring. At the time, it was jarring. Do you understand? It could have been some time ago, but it feels very jarring. It feels like one of those deaths that come in your world and just change the way that you perceive life after that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had a friend who committed suicide when we were just graduating university.
There we go.
30 years ago.
And this is a boy, a gentleman?
No.
It's a girl?
A girl. We did have a friend die about 5 years ago, a man.
Yeah. Well, they're all here, but I want to go to your friend first, the girl. I got to try to pull her in. Hold on. Because she is showing me massive amounts of mental instability up and down. And here's the thing. They keep talking about how much you've healed, how much you've healed, how much you've changed, how much you've healed, how much you've grown. They show me like the last 5 years especially. And when you say your friend died like 30 years ago, remember I said that it feels very impactful? Like this changed the way that you perceive life. She's making me feel like that's when, how do I explain that? I feel like you two were kind of similar before she passed away in the way that you saw the world. And then after that, I feel like you really tried to get more invested in your world, in your life. And you stepped away from the depression or the negative thinking. Do you understand that?
Maybe.
She's like, going back 5 years. She's like, fine, let's get specific then. I think she's trying to keep privacy here, Sheila.
Okay.
Because, oh, goodness, I had somebody in the adult entertainment industry sit down on my couch one time. And they showed me one leg here, one leg there. She works with her body. She makes men happy. And so they will keep privacy. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All I know.
Sitting beside me.
Pardon me?
My 12-year-old is sitting beside me.
There we go. That's why she's showing me that. So what she's saying is that she knows that you and her saw the world in a certain way back then. And she knows of the mom that you've become. She knows of the person that you've become. And she's talking about how extraordinarily, entertaining you've been. Because she's got this playful personality. Like, make sure she knows I can see everything, hey? Make sure she knows I can see everything. And she's talking about you reinvesting in your world.
I don't know what she's talking about. That's funny.
Have you been married for a long time?
13 years.
Yeah. Because she said, well, we won't talk about her college years. Or like that. Those, I don't know why she's going back to that. But we won't talk about that right now. Maybe it's your son. I don't know. When she goes to, I think right now, she's pushing your parents out of the way. She's like, I finally got a voice and I'm not dead for the first time in 30 years. You better believe I'm going to use it. They're saying what a good mom you are. They're showing me the pinky finger, and that's my symbol that you have more parenting ability in your pinky finger than most people do in their whole body. Do you understand? That's your strength.
Yeah.
But I see 3. 1, 2, then 3. Do you understand that? 1, 2, space 3. I don't know what that means.
Well, I have one child, but I had a dog, and now I have a new dog that are my children as well.
I'm sorry, I laugh because you have 2 dogs at home and 1 child that probably doesn't live. Oh, yes, that's right beside you, you said. But that's how they showed it me. 2, boom, boom, plus 1.
Yeah.
Sorry. Aw. And you have dogs on the other side too, Sheila.
Yes,
because
that is the one on the other side. You read for me once before, Tracy, in a group, and my dog was one of the first ones in the room to come through.
I can feel that energy around you again. So strong, I thought they were alive. Do you hear barking sometimes out of nowhere?
Yes.
That's real, just so you know. And that's going to get stronger. Have you noticed your abilities coming alive recently?
Yes.
You've noticed things? You're starting to pick up things quicker, like you'll think of somebody and then they're on your phone, or you'll be like, hey, I need bread, and your husband will bring it home, or you know what I mean? Things like that.
Yeah, I chalk it up to my angels, but yes.
Well, yes, you're angels, but you're a receiver, right? Your brain is a receiver, and you have angels and loved ones, non-physical loved ones all around you that are talking to you all the time. So what they want you to know is that you can connect to them whenever you want. All you have to do is ask the question and allow yourself to receive the answer. Don't push it, don't force it, it'll just come. Because you are more psychic and empathetic than you realize. And this is going to get stronger as the days are coming. And it's funny, your grandma just said that's why they brought you to me, because I teach, more importantly than just passing on messages, I teach people how to start understanding the language of spirit all around them.
Very cool.
Last thing, as they're pulling their energy back, I think I'm going to grandfather again because I can smell cigarette smoke. He's the smoker, right?
Yes.
And I'm hearing dad, 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 dad. But your dad's still here in the physical world. Wait, I don't know. He's putting the white blanket around his shoulders. That's my symbol for watching over somebody who has health or stress issues. But I'm seeing him put him over here, which is distance or space. And sometimes they do that when they've passed.
My dad's still here. Yeah.
Is he a distance away from you? Or he's with mom?
With mom, an hour away. Yeah.
Dad. Okay, well, what do you want to say? Oh, his parents. That was mom's parents that were coming through, right?
Yes.
There's a mother figure around him, but I don't know if this is great-grandmother or not. Does he only have one parent on the other side? Your dad.
My dad? No, both of my dad's parents are on the other side.
Interesting, because they're bringing through one of their parents. I feel like your great-grandmother's coming through, like your dad's grandmother is coming through with his parents for some reason. Did you know her by any chance?
I didn't know my great-grandmother, no.
Interesting. Was your dad very close with her? Because she's pushing everyone out of the way. She's like, get out of the way, I'm coming through. And I'm like, that's weird. She doesn't even know you.
I think she was close with my dad. They lived close together.
Yeah, exactly. They're thanking you for taking care of your parents. I don't know if you realize this, but what she just said is that you have an ability to make them feel peaceful and calm, even when things are looking all stressed. They can call you, and you have this ability. I feel like you talk to them like, it's okay, we're good, don't even worry about it. You ever heard that expression that our kids are okay if we're okay because they take their leads from us?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that with your parents. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So your great-grandmother and your grandparents are just reminding you, hon, that your ability to give them calm is a lot stronger than you think. She said that you have been very worried about them throughout this last year and with this whole COVID thing going on. But she said, listen, she's like, you call them, you tell them everything's going to be okay. Tell them not to have fear. They won't start thinking about things to be afraid of and pulling them into their world. They'll start thinking everything's okay. They believe you, and your words give them more peace than I think they express.
That's good.
And when you give them peace, your ancestors on the other side have peace, and they're just really proud of you. There's a change coming up in your world, though, just so you know. There's an RV or something. I don't know what that is. The grandfather said it. And by the way, we're getting that RV or a trailer. Do you know what he's talking about?
No, we are not RV people.
Why do you need a trailer then? Do you have your own business and you need a trailer for something? I'm seeing a trailer.
No, not that I know of, no.
You know what's funny? Was your grandfather, sorry, I got to ask this, was your grandfather into politics or world stuff, money, anything like that?
My husband's dad was in politics. He's still alive.
That's interesting, because RV, I think if you are totally not into RVs, I don't know if you've heard me talking about the Great Awakening and the changes that are going on in the world right now, and how there's the truth and then there's what media is spinning to you. Well, Trump's been doing little codes about what's coming up in the world, and he's been putting out all of these secret comms. He's had like RVs in all of his, like, not all of them, but a whole bunch of his press conferences and stuff, because it symbolizes revaluation of currency. So when you say we're not totally not RV people, the enthusiasm that I feel coming from him is very high. So, and what they showed me is there's a gift coming in, and then he said, we're totally getting that RV. And I'm like, RV? And he's like, trailer, RV, whatever. And I'm seeing the RVs. So, and that connection of their excitement, that if this is not a real RV, then they're talking about that whatever this is about to happen in the world is going to boost your income way up high. Like, it feels like you own your own business. It feels like there's some like huge success coming in or something. I don't know how to
We do have our own business. Yeah.
You do have your own business? That doesn't surprise me, because I can feel that. And it feels like there's just, he's saying you don't even understand how busy you're going to get. So enjoy the little lull that you've had, if it's slowed down a little bit, because it's going to get so busy. You have no idea. He's like talking to the boy beside him. He just said the haircut. I don't know what that is.
I just gave my husband a quarantine haircut last night.
There you go. So this is his grandfather, I think, that's coming through, because very.
My husband's grandfather.
Yeah, very strong, very strong, loving kind of man. but very much into the what's going on in the world right now. Very much into this. Interesting. He's laughing about it, though. He's like, you did a good job, actually. You did a good job. I'm teasing her, but she did a really good job. I don't think you're a hairdresser.
No.
So he's like, you got to cut yourself some slack. Aw, they're pulling their energy back. Sheila, I'm sorry this is so scattered. This is what happens sometimes on the first live because they only have like 15, 20 minutes. So you get everybody that you've ever known that is dead that wants to come through and say hi and do validations. But what you'll find as we go is that they will settle down once everybody said hi, and then they will, and before your reading, when you call in, just tell them what you need to know. And I trust me, they will bring it up.
Okay.
But do know that they're very much there, and they're so excited. Your grandmother's coming through again. She's like kissing your cheek. She's like, I'm so happy that we're here. We are going for, like, she's so excited to be able to talk to you again and again and again. I guess that she's the one that had the dementia, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why. Because she's like, now you're never going to shut me up. Aw.
That's great.
They love you so much, hon. I hope this was helpful.
It has been. Thank you so much, Tracy.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, next. And I pull tarot cards in between here, you guys, but we have a full list and I just don't have time. So we will be doing the blah, 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 blah. Can I talk, please? We will be doing the tarot cards on Tuesday. And like I said, Chris Mooey, you're going to get an extra big reading. So put down your question because I did not mean to miss you. And just so you guys know, because there is so many emails and messages coming in, and I am not a very good secretary, I have to admit, I am not a good secretary. So every once in a while, I miss some because if I read it when I'm driving or something like that, then the notification goes away. And then when you got like 40 emails, it's like you might miss one or two. So please forgive me if that's happened. If you messaged me and you haven't heard back from me in a week, then please send me another message. Okay, so who am I going to? I'm going to Penny. Penny, 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 Penny.
Hey, Tracy.
Hi, Penny. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh.
Sorry, I know I irritate animals. I bug electricity.
It is not you. They do it whenever I get on the phone. I will go in a different room right now.
You know, because they can hear my voice through the phone, and they can hear a stranger's voice, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. I don't know. Everybody's standing up and giving you a standing ovation here, Penny. So I don't know what that's about, but.
Well, neither do I.
Well, let's figure this out. Are you ready? Please remember, please know I don't remember who your loved ones are. I know I've read for you before probably a billion times, but because there's so much going on and so many dead people in and out of my head, I can't keep track. I may start remembering as we get going, and if I do, I'll let you know. But so there might be some things that repeat here. Okay. All right. Both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me, and give me a minute to focus. All right, I'm hearing Daddy's hands very loud. It's my symbol for father figure, somebody who's on Dad's side of the family, and then a huge amount of love. I can't even get to another message. That's all I'm hearing is that and some more songs. Is your dad on the other side, hun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. That's like very clear. That's not a this is a dad grabbing his baby girl, and you know what song he's singing? Just the two of us. Have you heard that song before?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why are you singing that? He goes, because she needs to remember that it's the two of us and I'm still here. And he handed you a rose, hun, which is my symbol for birthday, anniversary, something that happens once a year. I feel like I'm going back to October, November.
My birthday was in September.
Okay.
His and my mom's, when they were married, their anniversary was in November.
There we go. He said, please tell Mom that I'm still giving her roses. He's giving her yellow roses. Were they separated before he passed?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can tell because he gave him the yellow roses, which is my symbol for friendship. You know what's interesting though, Penny? He still loves her. He slipped a red rose in there.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
They were still really close when he passed. They were like best friends.
Yeah, because he gave her a bouquet of yellow roses and he slipped a red one in there. And he's kissing her cheek. And is your mom still here? Because he put the white blanket around her shoulders.
Yeah, she is.
He's watching over her. He said she's stronger than you think, that lady. She's stronger than most people I know. They're so excited for you. Everybody's like, woo! And I'm like, why are we getting excited? I feel like you just had a massive accomplishment.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I've been doing a different job for the last 6 months. Gosh, that's about it.
No.
All I can think of.
I think they're celebrating something that you're thinking is just generic. Hold on a second. They're showing me the hands going together and coming apart, going together and coming apart. Are you single right now?
No, I'm married.
Interesting. Okay, hold on a second. So the hands going together, coming apart is my symbol for challenge or struggle in a relationship. And then they cheer like crazy people. So, and then now that I'm moved on, they're putting the heart around the two of you. The heart is my symbol for healing. They are extraordinarily proud of you. So, and that's what they keep saying, the pride. So did you guys experience like a rough patch not that long ago?
No, not at all.
Why do they keep doing this? Hold on. She's buckling down. So maybe it's not between the two of you, but there is definitely some kind of challenge or struggle that I feel like you guys had to overcome this year in order to position you to be where you need to be for next year. Slow this down. Definitely feels like a struggle. Hold on.
I can't think of anything. My sister split up with her husband and she's going through a lot.
Okay. That's
something to do with her?
Yeah. As soon as you said that, I heard ding, 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 ding. She's like, I don't know how specific I have to be. And your dad's like, I know. So there's a grandmother that's butting in here and your dad's trying to talk and they're showing me that they're being very specific. So you got to understand they're not talking to me and I don't know your life. So I don't know always how to interpret it, but the signs and symbols they bring forward never change. And they're saying there's a big struggle or challenge. They're like clapping. Woo! They're extremely celebratory. And it feels like that it's possibly because she has broken up with this person. Do you understand? That it feels like it's about time. And that's why I said it almost feels like they're celebrating something that maybe she doesn't realize is celebratory. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think that she's a little bit stuck in her head right now. And that this relationship was pulling her down for some time. And then they kissed your cheek. This is why I feel them celebrating around you too, is because you must have been there for your sister.
Oh, yeah.
Because your dad is like, oh, that's why he's singing Just the Two of Us. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so close with your sister, hey? Is she moving closer to you?
No, she lives really close to me, though. She's less than 10 minutes away.
Good, because that's what I'm saying. He's like, but did she move from somewhere else? Because I feel like there was a move that brought you guys way closer. I don't know what that means.
Well, before her and her husband split up, they moved closer to me. Not a lot. I mean, it's not a huge move, but she is closer to me now. Only a difference of maybe 5-10 minutes, but it's a little bit, yeah.
Every little bit helps is what he said. Your dad is just so proud of you and thanking you for a couple of things. Not only were you there, a soft place for her to fall when she needed to fall, but you are an incredible example for her to look up to and see what's possible. Do you understand? As you were talking about your relationship with your husband, and I was like trying to figure out, well, why are they telling me there's struggle and challenge and what the heck is this? As soon as we validated that it was your sister, I felt the pride that came from your dad and your family at how much you guys have come together. And I think that's kind of what they're talking about when they're saying that you've been positioned here. This is interesting. Hold on a second. That challenge and struggle is circling around your sister's work as well, correct?
A little bit. She started working again a little while ago, and I mean, she's been working at home like everybody else, and she's got all the kids there and stuff. So it's been different for her.
You know what's interesting is I know I'm throwing this out here, and I think it's really, I don't know. I just know that I see you guys working together in the future, even though it feels like right now you are do totally different things. I don't know if maybe do you have kids? Do you stay home?
Well, I work from home as well. I have a son, but he's almost 18. But I mean, my sister and I do two completely different things, but we work for the same department of the government.
Shut up. I'm sorry. I can just feel it, right? I can feel there's a connection there, but that you do completely different things. And what I'm seeing is that you're going to be in the future working together. I don't know how that works, but exactly. And I can't say 100% for sure, because every choice and decision that you make can change that outcome, right? But what they're saying is that they're like telling you to remind your sister, because I think she's beating up on herself for the failure of this relationship, or it's just been really hard and wearing her down, and she's kind of talking really negatively to herself through this, right? And he said, you please remind her that every single thing that happens in this world happens to position you so that you can be in a position where you can receive what you've been asking for. She's been asking for love and support in her world for a while. And so by breaking away from that relationship, she has poured out the things in her world that aren't fitting anymore, and which leaves room for things that she does want. So an analogy that the dead give me is like your life is like a cup, right? And it's always full, but what is it full of? Is it full of piss, or is it full of lemonade, right? And before it was full of pee. So she had to dump that out. And most people are afraid to dump out the pee because then they have an empty cup and they're like, I don't want an empty cup. I'd rather have pee than nothing, right? Or they'll pour out some of it, but leave half of it in there. But what happens is then we pour the lemonade in, and then you just have pissy lemonade. So, right? So by her eliminating or taking backing away from that relationship, putting it over there, she's emptying her cup of all of that negativity, and she's leaving room for pure lemonade, for pure joy, for pure bliss, for every single thing that she's been asking for. But God can't give it to her if she doesn't have room in her cup for it, right? There's your dad's message today, Penny, was he just wants to thank you for the way that you have been an extraordinary example for not just your sister, but I feel for the rest of your family. And his pride is so overwhelming. Like, that's all I can hear is they're like congratulating you. They're cheering you. They're just so much love, because you don't understand now what a big difference that makes in her world, but it changes your future, her future, and the generations of the children's future going forward. Because children that are in a dysfunctional home grow up to have dysfunctional homes, usually. Yeah. So by her breaking free from that dysfunction, she breaks free for her children and her grandchildren as well. And you're helping with that. So that's amazing. And your dad just needs you to know how much he loves you for that. And he's so proud of you.
That's awesome.
Then as he's pulling his energy back, I hear engines roar, and he put a big bow around a vehicle. And you said you have a son, right? Mm-hmm. I think he just gave him a car or something. I'm not sure what this is. Is he looking for a car right now?
No.
He's like, get him driving.
He doesn't even try to drive. He's only got his learner's permit. He never even wants to go out.
That's so funny. That's why he's like, come on, give him a car, get him driving. Let's go, let's go, let's go. He's like my son. I have an 18-year-old too. No interest whatsoever. And then my 16-year-old said, but Mom, I have no motivation to drive. I'm not interested. And I said, oh, okay. Well, guess what? I'm going to introduce you to a little thing called the bus. And then you're going to find some motivation. That's so funny. Aw, your dad loves you so much. He's watching over all of you. And he said, thank your husband, by the way. He just saluted him, which gives him a little bit of respect. I don't know. Does your husband have a connection with the military or the uniform in some way? Police, fire, ambulance, military?
No, not at all.
So then that means...
His brother was in the military, but not him.
You said, oh, interesting. No, this is respect because his brother's still alive, right?
Yeah.
No, this is respect. Your dad is just giving him respect. Usually this means a connection to the or uniform, but sometimes it just means that they're giving you respect where respect is due. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why that's important. He said, say it again. Did they get along not so well before he passed, or was there...
No, they got along. We weren't together for too terribly long before my dad passed, so my dad never really got a chance to know him very well.
Yeah. That's why he's doing that, because he wants you to know that that not only do you have your blessing, but he is so grateful to your husband for the way that he has stepped up and given you that respect. And so your dad's giving him that respect. And that, I think it's the highest respect symbol that I have, and the highest gratitude symbol. Do you understand?
I do, yeah. That's awesome.
No, he's playing that song again as he's pulling his energy back. Just the two of us. Oh, he loves you so much. I hope that was helpful, hun.
It was. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And he said, make sure your sister sees this. This is recorded for a reason.
I will.
He's a little bossy. Just saying. Was he like that in person? That's funny.
Yeah, he could be, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, we're pulling our energy back, and he's like, oh, and I'm like, okay, then. It was just really do what you're told, right?
Yeah.
No, he's pulling his energy back. You have an amazing... You're welcome. Have an amazing day, hon.
You too, Tracy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. Next, we have a tarot person. So I have Kate, and then I have Rose. And Diane, I did see your message there just before I went live, but as you can see, I'm running out of time. So I promise you. And there was somebody else that said, I saw a message from them too, that said that they could wait, I guess, until Tuesday. Maybe it's the same person. I don't know. But you guys, I have 6 people on my list today, so it'll have to wait till Tuesday. But Kate is somebody's guest, and she just wants tarot to see what's coming up in her world. So that's awesome. I do have my cards here. We will see what's going on. I'm seeing a graduation. I don't know what that's about. Maybe Kate changed her mind. Maybe she did. Just got to hang up before the voicemail comes on, or YouTube will mute me.
Hi, you've reached.
Yep. Okay. I'm sorry, Kate. I guess she's not there. Sometimes things come up and I'm long-winded and I'm going longer than I thought I would, but sorry. Okay. So Rose, I'm coming to you. Coming to you. Oh, honey. See, sometimes if I've read for you before, I don't even get to dial your number, and it's like this wave just hits me. Poof. Ooh, okay. I know this energy. Now I know how to recognize his energy. Or hers. Did I just call you? I'm sorry.
Hello.
Hello, Rose. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm awesome. But as soon as I picked up the phone to call you, Spirit got so loud in my head that it is almost disorienting, to be honest with you. So I know that I should remember who all of these people are. All I remember is it's the child. I can't remember if it's your son or your daughter because it's so loud. I think it's a son. Am I right?
No.
It's the daughter. Okay. And the person that was supposed to be calling in for this was his or her sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where the energy is so loud, right? It's like, oh yeah, you do chicken shit. Excuse my language. Don't play with my filter like that. It's kind of like, you're too chicken. That's fine. I'll get you a message through one way or another. And she's literally playing that song, one way or another. I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. I can't sing. Okay. Are you ready to do this? All right. Both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath. Picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight towards me and give me a minute to focus. Man, is her energy ever light and happy? Oh, goodness. She's so much lighter and happy in her. You know what? She said, that's why you didn't recognize me, Tracy, because I don't have that grief vibration so much no more. They're hearing me every day. I'm talking to my mom every day, and I just want to talk to my sister, but she doesn't think it's real yet. So, she takes that as a challenge. Let me tell you that. She's taking that as a challenge.
Okay.
Why is she like opening the curtain? She just went into your daughter's room. She opened the curtain. She's trying to get light in there. She's like, I know she's calling her out. She's like, you need to clean this room up.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you know what she's talking about? Is your daughter's room a bit of a mess right now?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think she's trying to prove that she's there. And she said, I read that, just so you know. I read what my sister wrote. She wrote something and nobody knows. She put it away. Nobody read it. She doesn't know. Only sisters know.
Oh.
There's a bit of an age difference there too, isn't there? Is there like 4 to 6 years?
No. 3.
Okay. So close.
Yeah, close.
Because she's the big sister, right?
Which one?
The one that's on the other side?
Yeah, she's the older sister.
You can tell because she's got that energy. Do you know what I mean? I have 4 kids. The big ones are like, clean your room, do this, do that. And that's exactly the energy that she's coming through with. You thought I'm not here? Oh, yeah? Who else is going to tell you to clean your room? She's showing me makeup. I don't know what this is. How old is your daughter that's alive right now, hon?
34.
Okay. What is with the makeup? I feel like she's saying, I like it like this. I don't know. Like, I'm feeling like experimental. That's why I almost thought she was a teenager by the way she's talking. But she's like talking about something with makeup. I feel like she just bought new makeup or she got really cool makeup or there's something like that. Oh. That's okay because, like, what did she say? She said a challenge accepted, right?
Yeah.
So that means she's going to bring through information that you and I don't know because she's trying to get her a message. So now, because we don't know exactly what this is going on in her world or how to interpret that, I'm going to try to just give you some ways to understand that. This feels like, what is your daughter who's on the other side's name?
Lisa.
This feels like Lisa is acknowledging that there's either some type of specific makeup that she was looking for, an eyeliner brush that she was looking for. There was something that she was trying to get.
Actually, when I was out at the drugstore one day with her, she was getting, I believe it was an eyeliner. No, it might have been a mascara. I can't remember. And she had one in her hand that wasn't the color she wanted, but she told the lady they didn't have it. And the lady goes, oh, well, let me double look. And when she double looked, she found it.
There you go. That's really specific. That was Lisa. She needs her sister to know that she's not dead and that she can help her with things. That she can control vibrational energy of synchronicity and cooperative incidences. She's like, keep talking to me, because you know what? When you get into that situation where you feel like the world is just, then, oh my goodness, sorry. Somebody else is coming through in my head. Mandy, relax. I'm going to call you. I forgot to write down your number, but I'm coming to you next. But I can feel your energy jetting through me like it's piercing my skull. So hold on. Your daughter is so sweet. She's like, you tell this girl to like that you're going to call her so that she can quit butting in here. Oh, that's so funny. She's got good energy. She's saying it in fun though. You know what I mean? Because she needs you to know that she's really... you know what she's making me feel? That she has found some peace in being able to help people on the other side. She's making me feel like she has found a purpose that she didn't really have here in the physical world. She's like, Mom, it's amazing. I can help people. Do you know how good this feels to be able to help people? Oh, it's incredible. And she needs you to know that she has that purpose and that self-worth and that excitement and joy and vitality for life. She does not feel dead whatsoever. She's so happy and grateful for the fact that you and her have been communicating more and more and more. She's just so grateful. Slow this down. She's washing windows. What is this? Did you just house clean, or have you been thinking about having to do a spring clean?
I'm thinking because I have to find a new place to live. So I will have cleaning ahead of me. And when we move into a place, we're going to have to clean it before we even move in now.
Stop saying that. Why are you going to have to do that? Did you find a new place?
No.
So why are you vibrationally creating that?
Just prioritizing what I got to do once we find a place.
But I want, the reason why I'm saying it to you this, not because I'm trying to be a bitch. I promise. Your daughter is using this as an example to teach you how A, she can help, and B, how to create the world you want and not the one that you don't want. So what you're saying to yourself is, when I said she showed me washing windows, and you said, well, we're going to have to clean here and then we're going to have to clean the new house. And no, you don't. I mean, I'm moving in 2 weeks and the house I'm moving into is freaking spotless. So not every house you move into has to be cleaned, right? Some of them are already cleaned when you move into it, right? When you tell... Exactly. Not just if you're lucky, if you create it, right? Because what you're doing is you're saying, I have a lot of cleaning to do when I move. I have a lot of cleaning to do when I get into the new house. So the universe goes, she wants to clean. Give her the place that needs to be cleaned.
No, I don't want to.
So then what you need to say is that you're moving into a place that is spotless and you're not going to have to clean. And that is so excited. And you have to talk about that and you have to say that and you have to put that out there vibrationally. And when you do, you're going to line up with the place that is already clean.
Okay.
Do you see how that works?
I'm good with that.
And then she said, just ask me, Mom, there's another opportunity for me to help you. So tell me, this is the place I want. These are all the details that I want in the place. And it has to be clean because I'm tired and I don't want to clean it. And she will bring you exactly what you need when you need it. And you will feel so overwhelmed with her presence that you will never, ever again think that she is gone.
Okay.
She's like, you're not doing this by yourself, Mom. I'm right there with you. And she wants to help you. So stop making it hard and stop telling yourself it's going to be hard and start spelling into your world with your words what you want, not what you don't want. Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah.
She loves you so much. And then she just kissed your cheek. She kissed her sister's cheek and she's there. I got a message to both of you. Aww. She's pulling her energy back. I hope that was helpful, hon.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Tracy.
You're very welcome. You have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so last person. Mandy, I'm sorry I didn't write your number down because I was in such a hurry, but I can feel your energy. The dead can feel your energy. That was so funny. I've never had anybody interject in a reading like that before. It's because it's just the stressful energy, right, hun? Okay, Mandy, where are you? I got to write this down. You guys bear with me 1 second. I'm blind as a bat. See? I'm guilty of it too. I tell you guys this. This is why I say your guys' readings help me more than you know. Because I say this stuff to myself too, right? I'm not blind as a bat. I'm getting better every day. I could see better every day. How's that? I see better today than I did yesterday. I'll just keep saying that to myself. Eventually, it's going to create it. Okay, here we go. Oh, honey, of course I'm going to call you. I feel like you almost thought I was going to forget you.
Hello.
Hi, Mandy. It's Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. How are you?
I'm good. Did you think I was going to forget you again, hun?
No, I did not.
Did you feel your energy break through? That last reading, were you watching?
No.
What?
I felt you. I did feel you.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, hun. So,
are we live on YouTube? Because I don't know what to do, if I should shut that off or what.
Yes, we are live on YouTube. I can't hear what's in the background, so it doesn't bother me what you do there. I just need your undivided attention now.
Okay, got it.
Perfect. Okay, let's do this grounding and connecting exercise, and then we're going to do your message a little bit differently because you kind of texted me or messaged me some of the personal things, and I'm not going to say them on air, but we are going to talk about them, okay? And have you been watching this entire time?
No.
Interesting. So when this is over, I want you to go back and I want you to watch, especially the reading that was right before yours, because it bleeds into what is the message that's coming through for you. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body. And then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me a minute to focus. All right. So you remember what I said when I said that it's darkest right before the dawn, right?
Yeah.
Now, I want you to see something that was very apparent to me as soon as you sent me that message, okay? Because you are coming right full circle to the same spot that you keep coming to, right?
Yeah.
And I want to point out for you that this can be this experience that you just went through right now. It can be the last time you ever have to go through this again. But it is happening now to give you an opportunity to figure it out this time. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah.
So what you need to figure out this time is that when you sent me that message and you said that you were going through a breakup and issue, like a housing issue, and we've been here before, it's like a circle that we keep coming back to this point.
Yeah.
You said, I guess I'm going back to where I was before. And you were starting immediately. What your thoughts went to was the past. You got to understand, honey, that your world is sometimes life can be like a big storm, like a hurricane, okay? But there is always two windows to look out of to look at that hurricane. Same storm, but if you look out of one window, you're going to see panic and death and destruction and despair and fear and chaos. But if you look through the other window, you're looking at the same storm, you're going to see heroes emerge. You're going to see miracles occur and people being saved and neighbors helping neighbors and love pouring out as people come together and compassion. Do you see what I'm saying?
Like there can be like positive or the negative?
Exactly. In every single situation in your world, there is nothing that is all negative or all positive. Even the most evil stuff can bring about the most positive healing and things in our world, right? But if you are looking out of that window where all you see is the destruction, your words and your thoughts and your emotions create your reality. So this storm comes in your world and you looked out of the window of death and destruction and despair, death and destruction and despair. And so then you pulled all of those consequences in your world. Then you kind of clean yourself up, you get stable again, and then the storm hits again and you look out of that window again and you just keep going back down that circle, right? Remember what happened last time when you started to get the hang of this, is that you got into this situation last time and then you started to look out of the other window. You started to say things like, okay, Mandy, maybe this happened for me. Maybe there's a reason that God can see something that I can't. Maybe he took this person out of my life because he's not the person that is going to be good for me. Maybe there's somebody better that needs to come into my world and I need to make space for him so I'll have room for him when he comes. Maybe there is more happiness than you could ever imagine that's coming your way. And this was just a lesson to help you level up so you can get there. It really feels to me, as you said that this is the test, so to speak, that the second that you allow yourself to start going into those old self-defeating thoughts, those old thoughts of this always happens, this is the way it is, I got to go do what I always did before, and I will keep doing what I've always done. If you go into those thought patterns, hun, then you are just going back down that same cycle. At some point, if you can really grasp, and I'm not saying that you're not going to slip and you're not going to have those days where you have a little fit and you cry and you're like, I don't understand. What the hell? Right? I have them too. I had them on January 6th when all that stuff happened. I was like, I just don't understand. And I even cried because I was so frustrated. Right? And like I said, I don't know if you heard me tell the story about my house that same day, but this landlord was leading me around like with a cookie and it was frustrating all the heck, right? And so instead, what I did is, yes, I was crying and I was frustrated, but instead of saying, this always happens and why are you doing this to me? And now I have to go there. What I did was I was crying and I was like, God, I want clarity. I want understanding. I want clear vision. I want to know where I'm going. I want to know why this is happening. I want to know, give me some clarity. I need clarity. I wasn't complaining or talking or thinking about where I thought I might have to go like I did before. I was literally begging for what I wanted so I could get moving forward still. Does that make sense? And the second that I did that, literally, I got a house. It took less than 48 hours. And not only did I get a house, I got a house that is better than anything I've ever seen in my dreams. So, and that's what I'm saying when I say that it's darkest before the dawn. It can appear the chaos ramps up right before the blessing is to be revealed. It's kind of like, have you ever played a video game and you get to the very end level and before you can get to the next level, you got to beat that boss guy, right? And he's tougher than any lesson you've had to fight so far. And yet you had to fight a whole bunch of them on that level, right? But when you finally beat that boss guy, you move on. There is a blessing that's trying to break through your world. This is not a bad thing. Sometimes we are looking at the world kind of like we're in the corn maze. We can't see around the corner. We can only see what's directly in front of us, right? But God can see around the corner. He can see above that. He can look down and see the whole thing. So if he knows that around this corner there's a dead end, he's going to prevent you from going down that corner. And if you get upset about that and get frustrated and just turn around and go back, then you're never going to get out of that maze. Do you see what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, so I don't want to do the same thing again. I see that, and I'm like, it's almost to the day that Brandon and I broke up a year before. It was
yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Like, to the day, I was like, I'm sorry, what? And it was almost the same, like, we were talking about, like,
oh, should we have kids? Like, are we going to be together? Like, you asked me, like, did you get engaged? Are you going to have kids? What the hell's happening? And, like, it was like that with Brennan just before. We were, close to, very serious decisions. And then it's like I woke up and it was like a different person and we broke up and that was that. And it's like the same thing again. And I'm like, okay, what did I do?
You didn't do anything wrong. And as long as you think in that situation that it was something that you did wrong, then you can't find the blessing. You have to understand that when you express to the world what you wanted right there, what you just described to me was you telling the universe and the world what you want in your world. Yes, you told him, but all of your loved ones, the non-physical energies and the beings and God all around you, he heard you. You want children, you want a family, you want somebody who is going to be honest and loyal and amazing. And this guy didn't have those things. He was pretending in some way, or he didn't feel the way that you needed him to feel in order for him to be the man that you wanted him to be. And because God wants you to have all of those things and thinks you deserved it, you deserves those things. He removed him from your life so that you could be available when somebody better comes in. I want you to start getting excited every time some kind of challenge comes into your world. I want you to think, wow, there must be something really amazing trying to come into my life because, man, this is quite some challenge. And on the other side of every single challenge is a beautiful reward. But you have to not get yourself going backwards about it. You have to keep yourself going forward. So instead of being sad and looking at this as like even what you just said, it's the same as last year, it's over again, and your thoughts are all about how this keeps happening. Your thoughts are very much ingrained in the past. And I know it hurts, but I want you to start thinking to yourself, I want you to start finding a way to be grateful for him leaving. Because if he left, he's clearly not the man that you thought he was, right? If he loved you the way that you thought he loved you, then he wouldn't have left, right?
Yeah.
So good thing you didn't have kids with him. And good thing you didn't start that life with him with somebody who wasn't the right person for you, right? So I want you to start thanking God for that, because let me tell you something. God doesn't clear somebody out of your way if he's not prepared to bring somebody else in. When you broke up with the other guy and when you finally found gratitude for him being gone and when you were just happy about it, this guy just appeared, right?
Yeah.
That's how it works. But you have to be grateful that you are where you are and understand that God can see around the corners that you can't. And if somebody is not if somebody is not general or now what's the word? Real in your world? Genuine. That's right. If somebody is not genuine, then God's going to take them out. Because here's the thing, hon, you and I have talked before. You have a mission to do. And those of us who have come here to help other people heal, we sometimes have to walk a pretty tough road. Because if you want to help people heal, you have to start with healing yourself. Who wants to have somebody who's never had to go through trauma telling them how to heal from trauma? That's bullshit, right? Excuse my language. But nobody wants to take instructions from somebody who's never been there, right? Get in love with your future more than you're in love with some person. Because when you're in love with your future, the person that is going to love you as much as you love your future and your life is going to pop in like that. This is the big boss guy at the end, hun. I promise you this is not the end. This is happening for you, not to you. And if you don't understand that, then you need to pray for clarity. Do you understand? If you don't understand, then you need to say, God, tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me I need clarity. I need vision. I need whatever it is that you need. Ask for what you need. Stop talking and noticing what you don't like. Does that make sense? Not just look for the blessing. It's about being grateful for the challenge. Do you understand? Because if you go looking for the blessing, you can't find it. The only way you find it is when you are grateful for where you are, the blessing just appears. And if you're having trouble, hun, getting out of your own head and trying to and being able to find gratitude, or being able, if you're in that stinky vibration of negative thought that sometimes we just can't break out of, right? 2 pieces of advice. 1, have a nap. Because sometimes you can simply just lay down and wake up again, and you literally wake up on a different side of the bed, right? You lay down and you cease the momentum of that negative thought. Sometimes that negative thought just gets going so fast. It's like a train, chuck, 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 right? And then you can't just stop it on a dime. Trains don't just stop like that. They have to slow down and then build some momentum the other way. So if you have a nap, you slow that train down right away. And when you wake up, you're rebooted and you can pick up that momentum the other way. And the other thing you can do is go figure out something that you can do to help someone. Anyone, I don't care who. Find someone that you can help. Find something you can do. I go into the Kijiji ad, see somebody who needs to help move and go do that. Or have a friend who needs help cleaning their house or painting or something. Well, I guess you can't really help paint, can you? You get my point. Find something to help somebody else, because I promise you, when you see that you still have energy. See, sometimes when we're going through a challenge, we get in this negative mindset and we think we have nothing to offer the world, and we get our energy really down, right? And when you can get feeling, nothing in the world feels as good as helping somebody in this world. I'll tell you, nothing is as addictive and as peaceful and motivating and inspiring as helping somebody. So if you are going through a negative time and a funky vibration, go help someone. Go find something to do. Find something that can take your mind over into somebody else's world. See how it feels to help them. And it helps you to see yourself in a different light. It changes the vibration from that stinky vibration, and it changes it over here where you feel lighter, you feel blessed, you feel happy. And when you feel those things, you start pulling those things into your world. I promise you, hun, there is something really great coming here, but you can't find it if you keep sitting there thinking about the old ways that you dealt with this. You need to think about new ways. You need to start saying, okay, I know we're not going to a hotel, so where are we going? I need you to show me my place. I need you to show me my path forward. I need some help here. And I promise you, when you ask for help, hun, it will appear. I promise you it will. And if it helps, I don't know what the breakthrough is, because I don't think I'm supposed to know, but I can feel you are literally on the other side of this breakthrough. This is a massive breakthrough in your world. This didn't happen to you. It happened for you, because when you step on top of this issue, it's like this problem came onto your world, and it can either bury you under the stress, or you can use it and step on top of it to get out of that hole. Does that make sense? I can't hear you, honey.
I thought this was positive.
Yeah.
I thought that it was like a moving forward. I thought it was a closure of like those past patterns, and that's why I'm just so like.
That's exactly. You're absolutely correct. That's what they've been just saying. And the fact that your instinct is to go back to the past and think about the past, that's just habit, right? We're not going to do that this time. Everything that you just said, that's perfect. I want you to keep thinking thoughts like that. I want you to keep talking about things like that. I want you to phone people, and I want you to say, you know what? I'm moving forward, and I'm getting through this, and I'm never going through that stuff again. I'm going this way. And I want you to talk about that and get excited. And the more that you do that, the quicker you pull those blessings into your world.
Okay, I got that. I trust you.
I promise you, the world is about to do a big change, hun. And on the other side of this change is a beautiful new world that you are going to thrive in. You and I talked the last time. I see us working together in the future in a way. You're a very strong and bright soul, and you have to believe that, because if you don't believe that, nobody can make you believe that. If you don't believe that, you don't go to that future. You keep going round and round and round this merry-go-round. Do you see what I'm saying? You're almost there. We're all almost there. Deep breaths, find some gratitude, find some excitement, go do something, help somebody with something, and come back. And by then, these rewards will just start piling in. It's like me, the second, like that one day, that the house and everything, and I cried, and I was like, I need clarity. I need direction. I need clear instructions and no more dick landlords. I need a good landlord. I keep swearing on this broadcast, but you know what I mean, right? And literally within 48 hours, I'd even signed the lease on my dream home. So it's possible. But if I had have let that chaos in that moment take me down, then it would have taken me down right before the breakthrough.
Okay.
You got
Hang
this.
in there and look for appreciate the challenge and to make a difference.
You got it. You got it. And get excited. I want you to say this to yourself too. I want you to say one more thing. Yes, appreciate the challenge and all of that, but I want you to really make a mental note that every challenge is a reward in disguise. Okay? Think about this challenge as a puzzle that you have to put together. And when it's put together, it brings into your world a beautiful reward. So get excited. It's like you've got to get excited about where you're going, even though you don't know where it's going. So what I want you to do is say things like this. Dear God, I don't know where you're taking me, but man, I know it's got to be pretty great because this ride has been one heck of a ride. So you must have somewhere really great for me. I can't wait to see it. I'm ready. I am over these old patterns. I'm not going back into it this time, God. I'm going forward and I'm never going that way again. So I'm ready. Bring it to me. Woohoo! And get excited. Do you see that energy? And then it just comes, honey. I promise it just comes. Oh, I hope that helped.
I hope that it helps. I hope that I just figure my shit out.
You have a lot of help there as well. Remember that big, beautiful angel that we kept seeing? He's still there. Talk to him. Talk to your loved ones. Talk to your dad. Talk to your brother. Talk to them all because they're dying. Bad words. Bad. They got bad humor. Sorry. They're dying to help you, sweetie. Literally. Excuse my inappropriate humor. But they love you so much, and you're doing such a much better job than you're giving yourself credit for. So I want you to close that dark window, and I want you to look out of the other one. I want you to see the heroes. I want you to see the miracles, and I want you to see the opportunities that would never have been there had this storm not happened. Some people would have gone their whole lives and never known that they were a hero unless the storm happened and gave them the opportunity to show themselves as a hero.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And give that puppy a kiss for me because you have the most beautiful dog I've ever seen in my life. Aww. All right, hon. I will talk to you again soon. Have a great rest of your day. You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, hon. Okay, you guys, done like dinner. But I will be back on Tuesday. And like I said, I am getting all of the messages caught up today. I've got messages from Uruguay, South America, United States. Guys, if you're listening from the United States, GST is tax. It's our tax. It's so funny. I don't know what you guys call it in America, but everybody that contacts me from the United States is like, what is GST? I'm like, tax. So yeah, that's all it is. All right, you guys, the world's going to change. Get your popcorn. Go get stocked up. It is the most incredible time to be alive. And this is going to be some week. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.